Fellow Kenyans, I want to inform you that the Ministry of Health has confirmed the first coronavirus case in Kenya.
The economic impact of COVID-19 on women in micro, small and medium enterprises, which accounts for 40% of the global revenue, is devastating.
Kazi yangu mimi ni mkate, na supply mkate shule. Na kama hakuna shule hakuna kazi inatumika.
In Kenya, immediately after the confirmation of the first case of the coronavirus in March 2020, the government took a number of measures to curb the spread of the disease. These included the implementation of a dusk to dawn curfew, restriction of movement, closure of markets to enforce social distancing measures, use of personal protective equipment or PPE, observing proper hygiene, and the suspension of international flights, among other protocols.
Sanitizer saisi nimeuliza kwa chemist tunakuta ni 150. Hii 150 mimi mwenyewe nimetoka mtu hapa na mguu, na si mtu hapa tu. Nimetoka kule ndani na nakuja na mguu hapa. Nina take almost 1.5 hours nikiwalk. Na nina walk asubuhi na jioni. Nitanunua sanitizer ama nitanunua mask ama nitanunua chakula. Na niko na watoto. So unakuta kwangu mimi siwezi afford.
Whereas these measures were well-intentioned, women in micro, small and medium enterprises that contribute approximately 20% to Kenya's GDP are facing a lot of challenges, with many finding themselves jobless, while others have closed their businesses completely.
Mtu hata nunua nguo ati aje ashone na tumbo inataka. Sasa kazi nimeshimamisha, juu hakuna mtu analeta nguo amshonee. Atakuja kuundisha nguo na iko na njaa. Haingizi kwanza. Watu walitoshewa kwa makazi. Juu ya nini? Msongamano kuhusu corona. Corona imekuzidi kikubwa sana.
It is for this reason that the Association of Media Women in Kenya, AMWIC, together with her partners, launched a survey in April 2020 to document the impact of the pandemic on women in micro, small and medium enterprises and make policy recommendations to different actors on the way forward.
In March, when we had the situation of the Covid-19 and looking at the protocols and the recommendations that emerged, that people should work from home, that there should be social distancing and everything that came about with the Covid-19, we reflected and as partners came together to do an urgent response with regard to women's economic empowerment. We have been documenting these experiences, gathering evidence, and we've now gathered quite some bit of evidence. And therefore we are saying that going forward, we want to present this evidence and this information and deliberate and make policy recommendations or recommendations to different actors that on the way forward in terms of rebuilding the businesses as well as building resilience for these businesses in case of a future shock that emerges that affects their business.
COVID gives us an opportunity now to strengthen, to re-strategize, to re-engage the stakeholders, and the stakeholders here at government, because you see governments are responsible for making policies. They are responsible for coming up with laws. What we want to see is that women voices are included in these policies, because it's only through policies then that we can able to change or address the challenges that women are facing.